Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining this morning. Today, as Emily pointed out, the topic is all about the Microsoft Security Store. But before we dive into the details and Preeti shows you a demo of how to use the Security Store, I wanted to share some background on why we built the Security Store and kind of our overall vision for it within Microsoft Security. So we're living in a really exciting but also dangerous time right now, with AI really changing every aspect of how we work, and security is no different. As you've seen probably in the last few weeks, things coming out from Anthropic around how AI can be used by attackers to orchestrate attacks at a scale we've never seen before. And so in this age where the attacks are going to multiply, we really can't work the way that we have been before, which is many different disparate tools, security teams having to toggle between all these different windows just to understand what's going on with an investigation, and doing all this data integration between tools so that you can correlate results. This is the type of workflow that's typical in many security teams, and what we saw last year when we went about this journey to build the security store. And so this graphic kind of shows how we're reimagining the entire security stack in this age of AI, starting with a unified layer of data and understanding of all your security related insights in one place, the Microsoft Sentinel platform, and then making that data available to all these different security pillars, whether it's identity or the SOC or devices, and enabling AI agents powered by Security Copilot to reason over all of that data and take action. And we know that Microsoft alone can't do all of this because there's so many different types of attacks. And so the ecosystem is critical for us to work together to make our joint customers safer. And so the Microsoft Security Store is really built to enable that ecosystem to create solutions built on top of our platform and be able to find customers that have relevant use cases and make it super simple to deploy and start using them. To make it real, I'm going to go just to show an example of a day in the life with some of the solutions that you might be able to find on the Security Store. So let's take the example of a SOC analyst or a SOC engineer, right? And think of all of these workflows and day-to-day tasks that they're doing. And how many of those are really kind of leveraging the best capabilities of that analyst versus being repetitive tasks that are labor and manual heavy. So let's think about it. The first thing that oftentimes security engineers and analysts sometimes have to do is to make sure that their analytics rules are actually all firing, right? And that Defender is healthy, all the analytic rules are hitting the right tables. That's a lot of work that's really taking away from security work to find that needle in the haystack. So partners such as Blue Voyant have built agents such as Watchtower that go and automatically look at your Sentinel tables, look at your analytics rules, and confirms that they're all up to date and your data is right at your fingertips where you need it. Then as alerts arrive and you're starting to build up those indicators of compromise around an incident, again, you want to move with speed. But today you have to look at all these manual queries, toggle between different data sources to really understand the situation. But if you look at some of the agents that Microsoft and partners have built, such as the Defender Alert Triage agent, those help you get to an insight much faster, right? By looking at those common indicators and helping you digest all of that information in a much faster way so that you know what to pay attention to and what is noise. And then there's, a bunch of specialized investigation workflows, such as identity-related ones from partners like AdaQuest. And then you want to stay ahead of all of these threats, right? So there's threat intel related agents that are helping you keep abreast of the latest threats and how they may apply to your digital estate. And finally, when it comes to workflows such as closing out tickets or helping someone offboard from the company, there are agents for that too, to help you make sure those are compliant, secure, and effective processes. So hopefully that gives you a sense of why we built the store and what are the types of use cases we support and the future of how we want security to work. And so now I'll pass it over to Preeti, who will show you in depth how to leverage the security store.
Thanks, Casey. And thanks for joining us, everyone. And today we'll look at how Microsoft Security Store empowers your teams. We'll start with agents, then we'll get to SaaS solutions, and finally services. First, agents are available right where you work in Defender portal, and they automate workflows for faster and stronger security response. Also, in addition, we have 60+ agents that you can find on the Microsoft Security Store website. And these cover not only your SOC scenarios, but also compliance, identity, and management scenarios so that you have end-to-end security coverage. Second, we have 90+ SaaS solutions in Security Store that integrate seamlessly with Microsoft security products such as Sentinel, Entra. These strengthen your identity, fraud protection, as well as compliance scenarios without disrupting your existing workflows. Finally, security isn't just about technology and tools. It is about people and their expertise. And that's where Security Store connects you to expert MXDR certified services for managed detection and response scenarios. And you can get direct access to professionals who can accelerate your security response. Our goal is simple. Empower your teams to act quickly with full confidence and context so that technology and people come together to solve real-world problems. With that, let's start with how you can easily put agents to work in your flow by going to Defender portal. So out here, I hope you're seeing the demo. Yeah, okay. So security professionals can now directly access 20+ agents for their security operations scenarios, ranging from your threat incident investigation, threat intelligence enrichment, remediation, and automated response use cases. Security Store just brings these agents at your fingertips. So in this scenario, we are going to look at the forensic agent. It looks interesting here as it performs some deep dive analysis of your Defender incidents and generates a forensic report. So let's go ahead and select this one. Now I can see details about this agent out here. It says that it's going to help me investigate my incident, including related alerts. It's going to go and get some threat intelligence and build a detailed timeline for me. Moreover, I'm seeing that it's also going to generate me a forensic report. Okay, so I know if you're a SOC analyst, you know that it's like analyzing each alert, correlating these entities in each, extracting threat intelligence for each of them, and putting them in a timeline view, analyzing the timeline view, and writing up a full report really is time consuming and can easily take hours. So let's get this agent and see how much time it's going to save us and what value it's going to provide. So in this scenario, you can see two buttons. You can see a get agent action and a copy link. Usually, SOC analysts do not have permissions to purchase or deploy, and hence we have the copy link so that you can share that with your team and make the purchase decision. For this demo, we can continue to walk through how we can procure an agent by using the Get button. So let's select Get Agent. This takes us to the Security Store website, and we can start with the purchase and deploy flow out here. We can see the permission details and all that we need to do this purchase and deploy action right up front. And I have my billing subscription and my resource group already selected here. So I'll just go ahead and type in my resource name. Well, it's also giving me immediate validation that this resource name is available. Let's go ahead and scroll down and see what else is there. I can see a plan out here. It's $0, so it's fine. So let's go ahead, do next. This gives me the deployment information, and it's also telling me that this agent is going to be deployed in my security copilot environment, which is a zero trust environment. So I can be rest assured that it's going to be running securely. Go here, and these are my order details. Taking a quick review of this, and let's go scroll down. Yeah, I can see my terms of use out here, which is published by the publisher. And then I can review that if needed and then place order. This pretty much initiates the purchase and deployment flow for this agent. It's gonna like purchase this, create the SaaS resource, as well as go ahead and deploy the agent. Well, that's complete. And I can now go ahead and manage these if I need to in Security Store. But what I'm going to do now is let's go back to Defender. So let's switch to Defender. So here I can again go back to the same Security Copilot navigation where we started off with. And there is an agent's dashboard out here. I can see all my agents ready for setup and also the new forensic agent that we just got. And I can go ahead and set up. For setting up, we need the security administrator role. So out here, we can see that this has quite a bit of information, more deeper information with triggers and permissions. But the main thing here is from a governance point of view, each agent setup requires global admin approval to ensure that the resources that this agent accesses and the access type for each resource is aligned with your organizational policies. Now let's start the approval process. Let's go here and start approval. Now I can see granular permissions out here that this agent would need in Defender. Quite a bit of Defender permissions out here. I'm going to scroll down. And this gives us full transparency on all security as well as non-security permissions this agent needs. I'm seeing all of these are mostly read all permissions and read permissions. So I'm going to go ahead and approve this. Now after approval, global admin approval is done. And now I can set up this agent. Again, currently, I'm just going to go ahead and provide the signed in identity to this agent to run. So let's go next and finalize this. The agent is ready to use. So let's go and start with the run of this agent. OK, it's asking me to run this agent, and it's asking me to provide an incident ID. So I'll select one that I have top of my mind at this point and submit. So the agent run is now in progress, and the run is happening on your Security Copilot environment. It's going to run your tasks and generate the right outcomes. So let's see what, let's give it some time. This is the time to get some coffee or, but anyways, let's see. Yeah, OK, it's completed. Now let me select this. And yeah, now I can see the agent results out here, the right-hand pane. The forensic agent has completed its investigation. It's generated this executive summary and a detailed timeline of events. Now, out here, it's reconstructed this timeline using including the suspicious PowerShell execution that has happened, as well as the LDAP queries, and more as well. In terms of, there is also an administrator action that that's listed here. So You'll notice that the summary states that this incident was closed by an analyst with no documented follow-up. That's out here. And we now actually, with this timeline view, we have a fully auditable timeline that actually pretty much turns your terse closure of this incident into a clear narrative in terms of what happened, which assets were involved, and when all of these, the attack path happened. So now let's select view activity to see what tasks this agent executed. Yep. We can see out here that this agent ran 4 tasks, 4 activities. And first, the agent actually pulled SSL certificates, and these are linked to those indicators, and it confirmed for any malicious domains. Following that, what it did was it also went to whos endpoint to uncover ownership and registration details for these domains. Then it went ahead and gathered device information for which endpoints were involved in this incident. And finally, what it does, it's actually going as a 4th task to generate an identity summary to tie those user accounts to this activity. And it did all of this in just 41 seconds. Wow. Traditionally, an analyst will need to pivot across multiple tools. You have to go to your certificate stores, whos lookups endpoints, right? Device inventories. And then you have to manually draft a report at the end of the day. And then this could easily take an hour or 2, even if you just do this back to back and very quickly. This is basically automation turning hours of manual work into seconds. So what you just saw is one agent delivering speed and clarity in just seconds. Just imagine scaling that power across your entire security workforce. You can access now over 60 specialized agents across investigations, identity, compliance, and management scenarios in the Security Store website. Each of these agents actually goes through a vetting process for schema checks, malicious code checks, and to ensure they meet the right quality standards. Furthermore, they're also running securely in your Security Copilot Zero Trust environment. So why wait? Pick up the agents that fit your needs and start using them in your security flows today. We just saw how agents can be put to work for your SOC. Next, let's explore how SaaS solutions can help you with your security use cases. Let's dive in. For this, we'll take you to Entra portal. Here, identity administrators can now seamlessly discover and activate SaaS solutions that covers DDoS protection scenarios, as well as intelligent bot defense scenarios. And these are for external identity use cases. Now let's select the sign-up protection use case. This gives us the solutions from Arcos and Human that can protect your tenant from fraudulent signups. Now you can similarly view details of the solution and go and purchase them in Security Store website, just like we saw for that agent a while back. So yeah, and also we have more solutions for verified ID scenarios too, which you can discover similarly in Entra. Now, we just saw some solutions in Entra, but that's not all. On Security Store website, your security decision makers can quickly find all SaaS solutions that align with industry standards such as NIST. You can quickly filter by NIST functions and categories to pinpoint exactly what your organization needs. So let's select one of these solutions in the Protect category for identity management, authentication, and access control. I can see a list of solutions that meet the specific NIST function and category, and I can select any one of these to view the details and proceed to purchase. And it's very similar to how we just purchased the agent and procured the agent. Moreover, purchase is flexible. What we saw for the agent flow was a public offer purchase scenario. Security Store also supports private offer scenarios where you can transact custom deals. Finally, let's see how we can put our experts to work through professional services in Security Store. So we just saw we discovered agents in Defender. We discovered more agents in Security Store. As a second track, we discovered SaaS solutions for fraudulent signups in Entra, and we discovered more SaaS solutions and in View on Security Store. So as a third pillar, we also have expert services that you can now find, buy, and activate for managed detection and response, threat hunting scenarios, and other expert services too. So this makes it very easy for you to augment your internal operations and teams and scale the security operations as well. Every service that is listed out here is providing is actually MXDR verified and it's certified, and they're providing next generation advanced threat detection and response capabilities. If you select any one of these services, you can contact the service provider using this contact me form, and then you can go ahead and customize your purchase deals and transact them using private offers in Security Store. So why contact me out here? The reason is mainly like services can vary, and depending on your organization size and your organization unique needs, the prices won't be fixed. It could be flexible and varying, and that's why this contact me enables you to go ahead and engage with the service provider and then find out more details about what kind of service you need and then what the pricing and terms and conditions could be. Then service provider can issue a private offer that you can go ahead and purchase on Security Store. So to recap, our goal with Security Store is to empower your security teams. First, agents are available right where you are already working so that we can enable stronger defenses. Second, SaaS solutions integrate with Microsoft security products and they can strengthen your security posture. Third, we have introduced security services to get you direct access to experts for accelerated security responses so that you have both technology and people working for you together. Our goal is simple: empower security teams to act faster with full context and confidence. Store now includes over 160 solutions from our ecosystem partners. So you can discover multiple SaaS solutions, 60+ agents, and expert services. So why wait? Scan the QR code to go to securitystore.microsoft.com to get agents, solutions, and services. We also have a landing page for partners to get started if you are looking to publish your first agent or solution in Security Store. Thank you so much for taking the time today and for joining us and for listening. Have a great day. We'll take some questions now.
Thanks so much, Preeti. We have one question we can go over now, and then folks who are on the call, if you have any questions, please feel free to send them through now and we can answer them verbally. So the question that we have currently says, do you have to provision the 1 SCU minimum to get those agents in the Defender portal?
Yeah, you'll need to actually set up Security Copilot so that you can actually get these agents and deploy them. And also, we have announced Security Copilot is included for E5 with E5 licenses. So if you are having an E5, then you'll also be getting Security Copilot eventually.
Wonderful. Sounds good. Well, looks like that's the only question we had pop through. So is there anything else, Casey or Preeti, you wanted to add before I close this out for today?
Yeah, thank you all for coming.
Wonderful. Sounds good. Well, thank you so much, Preeti and Casey, for being our guests today and for sharing all of that great information with our community. Also, thank you to the Q&A team who helped us out with answering questions and providing great information. To all the listeners still on the line, if you're someone who wishes to aid in the protection of the world from cyber threats and desire to have a say in shaping our strategies, blueprints, and recommendations, then we invite you to become part of our security community. Together, we can make a global impact. So join us at aka.ms/securitycommunity. This is also where you'll be notified about upcoming webinars, events, and other announcements. Thank you all for being part of our community and for joining us on these webinars. We hope to see you next time. Goodbye.